What if everyone on Earth jumped at the same time? Let's imagine something truly absurd, one perfectly synchronized jump. At exactly 12 o'clock GMT on a sunny Tuesday, 8 billion people, give or take a few late sleepers, gather in open spaces all around the world. Parks are packed, streets are blocked off, and even remote villages join the countdown. 3, 2, 1, jump. The planet holds its breath. Now, before we explore the consequences of 8 billion people taking to the air in unison, let's consider some basic physics. The average human weighs about 62 kilograms. Multiply that by the global population, and you get nearly 500 million metric tons. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the catch. Earth itself weighs approximately 6 billion metric tons. In other words, if Earth were a bowling ball, humanity would be a speck of dust on the finger of someone picking it up. So the idea that we could jostle the planet with a jump is wildly optimistic. But let's not let boring facts stop us. Back to our jump. For a brief fraction of a second, humanity is airborne. Birds are confused, seismologists raise their eyebrows, then everyone lands. And that's when things start to get interesting. See, while the jump itself didn't move Earth, the landing actually matters. When you hit the ground, your body transfers force downward. That force ripples through the crust like a planetary scale thud. If the jump was perfectly synchronized and occurred over solid ground, say, everyone gathering on one side of the planet like a human pancake, the collective impact could create a measurable seismic event. Not an earthquake that splits continents, but perhaps enough to register as a blip on seismographs. A kind of global hiccup. Imagine seismologists watching their monitors that day. A 4.0 magnitude event? Located everywhere? Confusion would reign. News outlets would scramble for answers. Social media would explode with conspiracy theories. Jumpgate would trend worldwide. Aliens, underground nukes, coordinated mole uprising. Meanwhile, wildlife would panic. Migratory birds would veer off course. Whales might beach themselves in confusion. The Earth, though, wouldn't care. It's been hit by asteroids, it's endured supervolcanoes. A few humans bouncing on its crust are nothing compared to what it's already survived. But the real consequences wouldn't be physical, they'd be psychological. For the first time in history, every human had done the exact same thing at the exact same moment. Wars paused. Political differences faded for 3 seconds. Everyone, kids, elders, billionaires, people in remote islands and megacities alike, shared a moment of unity and gravity-defying joy. For one heartbeat, the world was truly together. And ironically, that might be more earth-shaking than the actual jump. Governments would analyze the effects. Engineers would publish studies titled Global Synchronous Force Application, a case study in mass hopping. Energy companies would get weird ideas. What if we could harness the bounce? A startup in California would offer crowd-powered trampolines. Some people wouldn't believe it happened. I didn't jump, someone would claim. It was all CGI. Others would propose doing it monthly. Global Jump Day. Celebrities would turn it into an event. Jump with me this Saturday to save the rainforest. But things might not stay innocent. Rival groups could start coordinating counter-jumps. We jump clockwise, you jump counterclockwise. Let's spin this rock. The idea that human motion could alter Earth's rotation is again hilariously wrong, but the conspiracy forums wouldn't care. They'd have charts and graphs and hats made of aluminum. Still, let's entertain one final, wildly hypothetical outcome. What if humanity got really serious about this? Built a synchronized jumping platform the size of a continent? A trampoline connected by AI and satellite precision. Could we finally nudge the Earth? Perhaps. Move it slightly farther from the sun to slow climate change? No, not even close. Earth doesn't flinch. It's a planetary heavyweight champion, and we're just dust motes dancing on its skin. In the end, the only thing that truly moved was us. Not physically, but metaphorically. The idea that we, in all our differences and distances, could come together, even for something as silly as a synchronized jump, is a small miracle. It's a reminder that, while we can't shake the Earth, we might just be able to shake each other, into remembering we're on this rock together. And if that doesn't impress you, well, we'll try again next Tuesday. Same time. Wear soft shoes.